Hi, everybody. This is Danielle Sowell, your staff partner for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer of the Triad, supporting the American Cancer Society. Just wanted to record a short video for you today to kind of go over all of the ways in which you can participate in making strides this fall. This has been the million-dollar question, and we finally have answers to share. We did send out an email a couple of weeks ago outlining these ways to engage with making strides this fall, but I did just want to record a short video for those that may prefer to watch something visually instead of reading through an email. So first, I want to start by saying if you have not yet registered or signed up for Making Strides this year, please go ahead and do so. Obviously, you know, we did have to make the difficult decision as an organization that our Making Strides walks would not happen in their typical format this year, but it is still so important that you go ahead and sign up and support Making Strides. Obviously, patients are still being diagnosed every single day, still receiving treatment for breast cancer. So this fight has not let up, and it is more important than ever, you know, that we're there to support our breast cancer patients and those that are who have survived this disease as well. So please visit our website, get signed up, register your team, register yourself as an individual participant. However you prefer, we would love to have you support our efforts this year. Thank you, huge thank you to everyone who has already signed up and has gotten a jump start on fundraising and supporting this fight. We appreciate you so very much. We just cannot even explain how grateful we are for those who continue to support when there's so many hard things going on in the world around us. So we appreciate you, and get signed up if you have not yet. So essentially there will be 3 ways that you can participate in Making Strides this fall, and I'm going to briefly go over all 3 of those. But I do want to note, please keep an eye on our event website as well as our social media. So we have both a Facebook page, MSABC Triad, and an Instagram page, Making Strides _Triad. And I would encourage you to follow and like both of those pages if you have not already. We have been posting and will continue to post important information and updates on both of those. So please follow our social media channels. And we will also be updating our event website regularly with updates and announcements and things. And all of the information I'm going to go over right now here today is also posted on our event website. So take a look at that. And of course, I'm here as a resource. If you have any questions, if you want to talk something over, if you want to know more about something, then do not hesitate to reach out to me. My email and my phone number are both posted on our event website. So please take a look there and don't hesitate to ever reach out if I can assist you in any way. So with that being said, I'm going to again go over the 3 ways in which you can kind of engage with Making Strides this fall. The first of which is our VI Pink Party at the Drive. So the Drive is a pop-up temporary drive-in movie theater that has taken over the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds since this past July. So they've been giving families an opportunity to go to the movies since our movie theaters have still been closed, and just have some family-friendly fun over the past several months. And so we are partnering with The Drive and our friends at iHeartMedia and several of the local radio stations here in the Triad to host a VI Pink Party. And so on Friday, October 16th, we are going to be showing Hocus Pocus at the Drive, and we encourage you to come out, buy tickets to Hocus Pocus in advance, and 10% of all ticket sales from Hocus Pocus will come back to Making Strides. There will be another movie being shown that night, but Hocus Pocus, the ticket sales from Hocus Pocus will be the ones that support Making Strides. And we invite you to decorate your car in all pink. So we know that our Making Strides participants love to come out to the walk in pink boas and pink tutus and all of those super fun things. And we want you guys to take that energy and bring it to the Drive on October 16th. So do all of those same things, use card chalk, posters, streamers, balloons, whatever you want, and decorate your car in all pink and come out and join us. Now, tickets for the VI Pink Party will be purchased directly through the Drive's website. And so again, we will be posting that link as well as additional information on both our event website for Making Strides of the Triad and our social media channels. So that's why it's so important to keep an eye on all of those. And again, 10% of ticket sales from Hocus Pocus will come back to support us. So please consider coming out and joining us on October 16th for our VI Pink Party. We're super excited about this chance to do something in person. The drive already has some really great safety protocols and COVID measures that they're taking. Parking spots are far apart. If you want to order concessions, you do that through an app and they're delivered to your car. So really the only time anyone is leaving their vehicle is to go to the restroom, which are available on site. So it's a great, again, very safe, great family-friendly activity that you can do and join us on October 16th. So mark your calendars and make plans to attend. The second way in which you can make strides this fall is in a program we're calling Making Strides in Your Community. So with this, we are encouraging our Making Strides participants to run, walk, bike, swim, whatever sort of physical activity that you like to do to stay healthy. We encourage you to do that all month long, October 1st through October 31st, and track the miles that you accomplish throughout the month. And we've developed a guide that you can help use to track the mileage that you do complete throughout the month. And then the idea is to get friends, family members, coworkers, anybody in your network to sponsor you per mile that you achieve. So for example, you may ask your grandmother to sponsor you and she may say, yes, I'll give you $1 per mile. At the end of the month, let's say you've done 40 miles. So you will then send your grandma the link to your Making Strides fundraising page and she will make a $40 donation in honor of those 40 miles that you completed. Now the dollar amount that the sponsor gives you per mile can vary. It can be anywhere 50 cents, $1, $5, $10, just depending on how generous and what you and your sponsor want to work out. I also want to note that we do encourage you to get multiple sponsors. So, ask 5 or 10 people in your network to support this effort and sponsor you. And then you can set individual sponsor amounts for each of them, however you choose to work that out. There are no set limitations or guidelines in that regard. We have developed a really helpful guide for those that want to participate in Making Strides in Your Community. And I'm actually going to share my screen with you now so that you can see this guide that we have developed. So, and this is posted on our event website as well. So here you can see our 2020 Making Strides in Your Community participant guide. And if you scroll, there is a letter kind of explaining what Making Strides in Your Community is. If you would like a better understanding than what I just provided, there's also a page in here that kind of tells you why supporting Making Strides is so important. So this is great information to share with someone who may be considering sponsoring you. So lots of facts and figures and statistics in there. And then we've got a few tips and tricks to secure a sponsor. And then we've also included a link here to a Google Drive that has some additional resources. So there is an email script in there that you can, or an email template that you can use to ask people to sponsor you. There's a call script if you're calling someone to ask them to sponsor you. So there's all sorts of these social media graphics that you see here are on this Google Drive that you can access at this link right here in the middle of the page. And again, these are some social media graphics that you can post on social media throughout the month. So just lots of resources there. And of course, if you have any questions about any of those, then don't hesitate to reach out to me. We've also included a calendar so that you can actually track the miles that you complete each day. So that is in here in the packet as well. And then in addition, we've completed or included a pledge form. So, and we've given an example of how you would fill this out. So this is where you keep track of who's sponsoring you. The dollar amount that they have committed per mile. If they say, I'm not going to donate any more than $100, then they can put that here as well if there's a maximum contribution they're willing to give. And then the anticipated total contribution. So that's where you can, if you set a goal for yourself to complete a certain number of miles, then you could do the math there and figure out what you think the anticipated total contribution would be if you made your goal, the goal number of miles that you are setting out to do. And so down here we say that we recommend you pledge a simple dollar amount to track, and give some examples, but ultimately it can be whatever dollar amount you would like it to be, whatever makes the most sense for you. And then we've also included a sponsor pledge form. So this could be given to whomever agrees to sponsor you. They can select how much they are committing to, and then there's a place for them to sign and date. And this is just for you to keep track of throughout the month, so that you can go back at the end of the month and send them your fundraising link so that they can make their donation or write you a check, or whatever works best for you. So I did just want to go over that guide. Again, that can be found on our event website in a couple of different spots, and we'll be emailing it out as well. So if you need that, again, don't hesitate to reach out, and I'm happy to give you that packet directly. So that's making strides in your community. And then lastly, we also have something we're calling Making Strides on the Dance Floor Teams Edition. So you may or may not know, we've been partnering with a nonprofit based out of Raleigh called Commotion. They stand for Community in Motion, and they specialize in dance classes for cancer survivors, wounded veterans, those with intellectual disabilities, older folks, children. So they do dance classes for literally all sorts of populations of people. So their dance classes can be adapted to any skill set. The ones that we have hosted as a fundraiser for Making Strides have been very simple. So there's nothing super intense or difficult about the classes. But they have offered to do private dance classes for Making Strides teams. So with this, our Making Strides teams are able to register and sign up for a class. They can pick the music, the type of dance. If you want to do a theme, let's say you want to do a luau themed class, everyone can wear their favorite Hawaiian shirt or a hula skirt, and Commotion will kind of go along with whatever parameters you want to set. It's totally up to you. They're charging $10 per person, and they are asking that a minimum of 5 team members join your class just to make it worth the time of putting it all together and the logistics and all. So they are asking that you do have at least 5 people, and that each person will make a $10 donation. Now the great thing is that the proceeds from this class, 50% of the proceeds will come back to the American Cancer Society, and they will come back to Making Strides and your team specifically. So this is a great way to raise some money for your team with Making Strides, and do something virtual with familiar faces. So like I said, we've been hosting these classes a couple of times now and opening them up to anybody, but this is a unique opportunity to have just people that your team members, in the Zoom room for the dance class. So again, they've been super fun. I cannot recommend enough looking into this opportunity. It's a great little mini workout, but nothing super intense. It's a great balance and a great way to get active, and they're offering these classes all month long. So I would highly, highly, highly encourage you to check them out. Real quickly, I'm actually going to share my screen again, and I'm going to show you their event website that you would visit if you're interested in signing up for one of these. So again, we're going to be providing the link to this. It's on our event webpage under the announcement section. It's also going to be included in emails out to you guys. But this is what the homepage for the Making Strides on the Dance Floor looks like. And so if you're interested, you'll need one person to start a team and to register your team for a class. And then after that one person has registered the team, each individual person who wants to participate will need to also visit this website, and they'll fill out this form below. So again, you're going to need a team leader who's going to come and register your team, and that only needs to be done one time by clicking this blue button here. And then after your team has been registered, then each person that wants to participate will come to this web page, and they will sign up themselves. And you'll see here that you have to put in your team name. So whoever registers the team will need to tell everybody else what they have. If the team name is the same as your Strides team, that makes it super easy for people registering for their dance class. But you will need to share that information if you are the person setting up the team. And it's a very short and easy sign up process here. You'll just see it asks your name, your email, your team name, how you heard about it, if you're interested in additional information from Commotion, and then you're accepting their liability waiver. You click submit, and then you'll come back here and you'll make your $10 donation for your registration. So there are 2 steps to actually signing yourself up for the dance class. But once you've done it and they have your email address and can reach out if there's any issues, Robin with Commotion has been amazing resource and help to us, and she'll reach out if there's any questions, or if you need help with paying for the class. If you've signed up and you haven't paid, she can reach out and remind you to do that as well. So again, all of this kind of just lives on their website, and we will be sharing the website with you, and it's already posted on our Making Strides website as well. So I know that was a lot of information. We are excited. My volunteers and I have been working very hard to come up with some ways that we can make strides this fall, just in a different but safe way. And so we are excited about these 3 opportunities. We'll be sharing additional information in the days to come and reminders. And so please be on the lookout via email, social media. I may record another one of these videos for you, but please do keep an eye out for additional information. I'm going to share my screen with you one last time just to show you our event website, and where you can find all of this information that we've gone over today. So if you visit our Making Strides website, this is the homepage. I'm going to scroll back up here to the top. If you visit our Making Strides website page, you'll see here, first of all, if you click more details under the event date section, it's going to take you to a page that has all of the information that I just shared with you. The VI Pink Party, Making Strides in Your Community, Making Strides on the Dance Floor, and more. We also have this Strides Live Across America, which is a national virtual event we're doing in October as well. So that information is there for you too. So as you can see, all of that information is here. And again, I went to the more details button right here on our homepage. In addition to the more details section, you can also scroll to the event announcement section. So again, here's the information about the VI Pink Party, Making Strides in Your Community, Making Strides on the Dance Floor, and some other things that we have coming up, including this North Carolina Breast Health Equity Summit that you're all invited to attend as well. We'll be sending out information via email. And then we have the Strides Live Across America, the national virtual celebration that will happen on the 18th this year, and just any other important announcements or reminders that we want you to see will be in this announcement section as well. So I would definitely encourage you to check here often, every time you go to log into your Making Strides page, or every time you get an email or something from Making Strides, I would encourage you at that point to come to our webpage and take a look and see what announcements and updates we may have shared. So I just want to thank you again. If you're signed up for Making Strides and you're already fundraising and supporting us, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've supported us in the past, we appreciate you, and thank you to you as well. We'd love to have your support and participation again this year, even if it is going to look a little bit different. It still is just so important, and we would love to have you join us. Again, my name is Danielle. I'm the ACS staff person for Making Strides. If you have questions, if you need assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.